Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Breaking Bad. Last time on Breaking Bad, we finished up Season 3 with Full Measure, where Jesse is on the run because of what happened at the end of Episode 12. Walt had to face the music for killing the two employees of Gus, and Gus was thinking, alright, these guys are a little too much, I need to get rid of them. So he rehired Gale as Walt's new assistant and tasked Gale with learning everything he could about the process so that he could take over as the cook. And when Walter figured that out, he and Jesse decided that basically Gale needed to go. And in a very tense cliffhanger, we saw Jesse at Gale's house with a gun to his head, and he shot, but we don't know if he killed Gale or not. So that is our big question going into this episode. It is also the first episode of the season. What does that mean? Well, it means something very interesting and very special. Because it is the first episode, I'm doing what I do for every first episode of a season, where you can watch the full-length reaction, full unedited reaction to this episode for free. Normally, my full unedited reactions are over on my Patreon page, which is normally just $5 a month. But this time, because it's the first episode of the season, I let you guys try it out for free if you want. So what you gotta do is head down in the description or to the pinned comment. There will be a link there to my Patreon page. Again, you don't have to pay anything. It's just on my Patreon page. And you can go. What you gotta do is, there's no show footage because I just can't give it to you. I have to sneeze. Oh god. Wait, now I probably won't. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. So there's no show footage because I can't just give you show footage. So what you have to do is take your copy of this episode of Breaking Bad and sync it up to my footage. I've tried to make it as easy as possible, so you can do that. Hopefully you have a good time, and if you like that, then you can decide if you would like to sign up for full length, full time, which not only gets you my full unedited reactions to Breaking Bad, but all the other shows that I do. And because it is $5 a month, you will also get early access along with that, which means videos will come out 1 week ahead of time. So, yeah, that is basically that. You can go do that if you want. You don't have to. If you don't want to do that, then just wait a few seconds. We'll start the normal reaction here. But that's pretty much it. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get right into this episode of Breaking Bad. Here we go. Gale. This is back when he set up the lab.
I'd love to know who synthesized it, is all.
A man who wants to work with me. A trained chemist, like yourself. But it won't happen. I don't consider him a professional.
Ooh.
His is the best I've ever seen, hands down.
So it was Gale
And,
that
look at this
got
place
Walt hired.
that you've built, the money you're investing.
How interesting. So he didn't think that Walt was professional. I mean, there's a point. He was kind of an amateur. Great stuff, but an amateur. Oh god. We're not beating around the bush.
Hey, I don't think you ought to go in there. Mister, this is a crime scene. You don't want to touch anything. Mister.
Shit.
Mister, you listening to me?
Holy shit, Jesse did kill him. I mean, it did have to happen. Yeah, they think that he got there in time.
It all happened.
Shut.
All right, you do is...
Yeah, they seem to be getting bigger instead of smaller. Not really sure what that's about. please, for God's sake, tell me if this is getting to be too much for you guys.
Absolutely not.
Ugh. Skylar has no idea the shithole that Walt has dug for himself.
Does this mean what I think it means?
What?
Walt.
You and Walt?
She doesn't realize his car is still there.
It's not a state secret. So, all right.
Oh, Marie.
Okay.
You pure
Oh, hey.
being.
A big howdy do to Mr. I'm Not Here.
No one in this show deserves you, Marie. Huh.
Shine, I hear.
Where's she going? Did she grab her wallet? Or shoes? Did she drive to Walt's house? And now she's just gonna walk back home? That can't be Walt's house. It's just somewhere else in the neighborhood.
We need to start a cook in the next 10 minutes to keep to our schedule. Gus's schedule.
Huh. Damn, look at Victor. Damn. Victor's been learning.
Well, I'm not the man's keeper, but Walt's a big boy. He'll turn up.
Mr. Goodman, clearly something is going on here.
Went
why would
outside.
he leave his car in my driveway?
People carpool to work, right? It's good for the environment.
Holding it with a rag.
Walter is fine, okay? I guarantee that. 100%.
100%.
Alright. So this is a recent hire, the security guard.
You got a passport, right?
Saul's ready to leave. Oh yeah. The teddy bear's eye from the end of season 2. That's hilarious.
Really liking this new therapist. He keeps me in the loop, always has time for a phone call. I like it.
So,
Is this plan...
Tell me all about it.
The plan backfired a bit?
I heard you broke new ground today.
Man, I don't want to see this.
You forgot the aluminum. One of the first steps in...
You mean that aluminum? Man. Good on Victor. Oh, shit. Huh. An odd sight, isn't it? But I mean... He easily has room to kill Jesse and move on. Walt is a bit of a different story, but we'll see how Victor does.
That I'd shoot him again tomorrow. And the next day. And the day after that. When you make it Gale versus me or Gale versus Jesse, Gale loses. Simple as that.
Is he changing so that he doesn't get blood on his clothes?
Without us, without Jesse and myself.
He's suiting up.
You have no one to make your product.
Simple, complicated, it doesn't matter. Steps never change. And I know every step.
Oh, is that what you want? This
A cook versus an
short order
artist.
cook when the humidity rises and your product goes cloudy.
Oh shit. Gale's
How would
box
you
cutter.
guard against that, huh? Without us, you have nothing. You kill me, you have nothing. You kill Jesse, you don't have me.
Oof. He's sticking up for Jesse.
We'll just pick up right where we left off.
Oh! No, Victor! Oh, even Middleman is shocked. I bet that's for wasting product. Jesus, that was just a small slice. But you probably knew right where to do it. You're gonna fucking throw up. Fuck, he's not blinking. Ugh. Ugh. Blood was going so fast. Wash it off. He's done. He's done. He's not gonna kill them. And he's gone.
Well? Get back to work.
That is a straight don't fuck with me again. That was your last warning.
Oh, here, wait. Just lift him up. There. All right.
This is their idea.
Oh, God. You push that way, all.
They're not that good at cleaning bodies. This is why Walt wanted to do the dissolving shit in season 1. They are going to dissolve the body. This is what they did in season 1.
I never use this stuff. Are you sure it'll do the job?
Trust us.
Yeah. Used it before. The gun, the box cutter. Jesus. That's all that remains of poor Victor. Just shit in a vat. What the hell is Walt wearing? Just another t-shirt? Oh, because, yeah, the shirt he was wearing got blood on it.
Good, thanks.
Yeah, he can eat. He still got the tag on it. They just had to go buy him a shirt. Ah, Denny's. An American institution.
How are you doing?
Kind of holding up better than I thought.
Our next move, given the fact that at the first opportunity, Gus will kill us.
Well, that wasn't an opportunity just now.
Yeah.
Seemed like a pretty damn good opportunity to me.
I think you two are just working now. Walt, what happened just now is a way to put the two of you into submission.
He's not gonna find another chemist. Where is he gonna find another chemist? It's not just about somebody being able to run a lab that big. Someone he can trust.
Yeah.
Someone he knows will keep their mouth shut.
He had Gale, now he doesn't.
Yeah.
So he's stuck with the two of you.
Him and us. We get it.
Well, do your work.
We're all on the same page.
Wow, Jesse understands this way more than Walt.
What page is that?
The one that says, if I can't kill you, you'll sure as shit wish you were dead.
Submission. You are very jovial about this. Oh, it's cold out there. You can see his breath. That's something to see. That just the way he looks.
It's parked over in Amsden. Junior was about to get up and he would have seen it, so I wanted to avoid a lot of questions.
Well.
Digging your trench, put me on the front line, leave me with a dumb mind with no defense. But your defense, if you can't stand to feel the pain, then you are sensitive.
Lab notes. Season 4, Episode 1, Box Cutter. Man. What a hell of a premiere. And it's interesting because you honestly could say that this was the finale of Season 3. Oh my gosh. I'm almost at a loss for words. Like, this show is spectacular. And I don't know if we can technically count him as this, but I have to say, Gus is one of the greatest villains of all time. And I know I've kind of said this before, but you want to talk about sort of a kingpin, a boss kind of character, you know? Because that's the thing. He is, you know, he's the boss. Like, you know, a kingpin. But you look at him, you compare him, let's start with this show. You compare him to Tuco. You compare him to, I'm going to go outside the show. You compare him to Wilson Fisk. And I know the last time I said this, some of you were disagreeing with me, but you got to hear me out. You compare him to Wilson Fisk in Daredevil. You compare him to Ricardo Diaz on Arrow. That's for you Arrow fans out there. And he is leagues above them, you know? Leagues. Like leagues and leagues and leagues above them. And I don't want to harp on this too much, but I feel like, and again, there were a few of you guys that disagreed with me the last time I said this, but this is what I thought I was going to get in Daredevil with Wilson Fisk. This is what I thought this is what I think they wanted to do, and they failed. Like, so spectacularly. And I know. Go ahead. Put it in the comments. Put it in. Timestamp right here and tell me that I'm wrong. Timestamp it. Do it. I don't care. Wilson Fisk is a god-awful character in the Daredevil show. I haven't seen the comics. I haven't read the comics. I don't know. But in the show, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I wanted Gus. I wanted Gus. And now I have Gus. And I love this infinitely long process of the man coming in. He came in. It takes him a while to, you know, go from the door, go down the spiral staircase, get over, and then he starts changing out of his suit. You know, we take this process. He gets out of his suit and he puts on, you know, this other stuff. You know, this sort of like, he puts on this other outfit, and then he goes over. You know, he looks around, and he gets the box cutter, and then he goes to Victor, slice, and not just like a, but like that must have been like the carotid artery that turned into, I don't know what accent that became, but he cut right there. Just one little, gone. And he held him. And while he was holding him, he did not blink, like I'm doing now. He did not blink, and he just stared at the two of them as Victor died. And Jesse saw that. Jesse, I think, saw it more than Walt. Walt was horrified. He was about to throw up. Jesse kind of looked back. You know, it almost, you know, like what he was saying in the Denny's, like, it was almost like a look back, like, I get it. I get what you mean, you know? Then we get the process of him setting the body down, going over, showering off, getting all the blood off, cleaning up, getting it off his glasses, taking off the suit, and putting back on the suit that he walked in with. The three-piece suit he walked in with. And walking back up that spiral staircase and over to where he finally delivers the first line he has had in the entire scene. The first and only line. And he just says, "Get back to work." And then he leaves. Did that scene get an award? I need to know. I'm gonna look at the length. Oh my gosh. So let's see. He starts his cooking. Alright, Gus comes in at about 27:30, we'll say. 27:30. to 37:30. That was a 10-minute scene. That was a 10-minute scene. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's what, a fifth of the entire episode? Oh my gosh. That was a fifth of the entire episode. And it definitely shows the character, our two leads, it definitely highlights the two of them. Where when he is backed into a corner, Walt becomes desperate. That's what happened last time. That's what happened here. He tried being smart, but you could see it is still desperation. Jesse, like he has done since pretty much not episode 2, but the end of season 2, Jesse has sort of resigned himself to whatever happens, honestly. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. For what is essentially an intimidation scene. But it says so much. It says so much about... it says everything. It says a lot about Walt. It says a lot about Jesse. It says a lot about Mike, too. Because Mike did not expect that. He did not expect Gus to do that. He did not expect Gus to do that. Obviously, Victor didn't. But Mike was shocked. Shocked that that was happening. And you could almost say, you can basically say it is almost like Gus admitting defeat. Honestly. This is almost Gus accepting defeat. But, because it's okay, they killed Gale, and Victor, he's trying, but he's no cook, you know? If anything, it does prove what Walt was saying, you know? It honestly does prove what Walt was saying. So, after that, when Walt was like, oh, well, we gotta make our next move, he's gonna kill us and stuff, and it's No, he's not. He's not going to kill you two. You made it very clear that if it's between him and Gale, you know, if it's Gale versus Walt, then Walt is going to kill Gale. And if you kill Jesse, then you don't have Walt. Gus acknowledges all of this and basically says, okay, you win. But that doesn't mean you're going to enjoy it. Because now, they can't do anything, really. They cannot do anything. And now, it's basically a, yes, you are going to keep cooking, but I have now forced you into submission. It's totally that. It is, honestly, like, this is honestly what victory looks like for Walt and Jesse. Or for Walt, really. Not even Jesse. Because Jesse was ready to get the hell out of here. But for Walt, it's just... Oh my gosh, it's raining. I'm hearing some thunder out there. I did not realize it was going to rain this afternoon. Like, I did not expect this, whatever. But anyway. But for Walt, it's like, yes. Yes, Walt. Congratulations. You have won. You beat Gus. But it's a bittersweet victory. It is honestly a bittersweet victory. It's just, you've won, but you've also lost. He won, but he lost, basically. He won, but at what cost? You know? That's basically it. So, man, that was insane. So let's go ahead and hop into the other notes here. We had Gale/Best. That was interesting. That was really interesting. So, Gus never wanted to hire Walt. He didn't. He didn't want to hire Walt because he said he was not professional. You know? Which, I can understand that, you know? I can understand that. He had these three kind of goofy dealers, and then, you know, he had his assistant was a druggie, you know? He was a junkie. And, you know, he worked in an RV. It's like, yeah, I can understand why Gus didn't want that, but it sounds like it was Gale that actually convinced him, you know? Which is just insanity. And it just, I mean, it's so unfortunate. You know, it's ironic. It's ironic. Oh, man. And speaking of Gale, Gale did die. I honestly didn't know if they were going to do it or not, but sure enough, Gale is dead. Jesse killed him. But it almost seems like this isn't going to have the traumatizing effect that I thought it would, you know? I thought after Jane and now this, it's like, and everything that happened, you know, I guess with Combo and stuff, like, I kind of wondered, like, oh man, this is going to be more trauma for Jesse and stuff. But after seeing what Gus did, he kind of came out of it better than I thought he would, you know? Like, if anything now, Walt is the traumatized one after seeing what Gus did, and Jesse is the one who kind of has it all good, you know? Like, it's all in here, you know? Which is so interesting, you know? Like, I just would not have expected that. But, yeah, that's it. He's all good, I guess. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. We did have the subplot with Skylar trying to find Walt. I don't feel like there's much we need to talk about that. She was looking for Waltz, move the car. I like how she said, I had to move the car because Junior was going to wake up. I didn't want him to ask questions. So I get that. That was pretty clever, actually. But yeah, other than that, there's not really a whole lot to talk about. Other than, again, Skylar, the brilliant liar, guilt-tripping that guy into unlocking the door. So, we had Hank. We cut back to Hank. So yeah, man, it says a lot when it's like, Marie just pulls up and she just takes a moment, grabs her stuff, and then goes in. It's like, yep. She may have gotten Hank to go home from the hospital, but it's not good. It's not good at home. Life is not good at home right now. So that kind of sucks. And yeah, Hank, hey, like I said, he's walking 16 feet in 20 minutes. He's progressing. He is actually progressing, but it still sucks. He's looking up minerals for some reason, and he's having to hoist himself up so she can put the shit pan under him. I feel bad, man. I feel bad. That just sucks, but yeah. Okay, moving back to the other plot, to the full plot line. Victor. Man, Victor started to surprise me a little bit, Victor actually surprised me a little bit when he started cooking. That was actually a little surprising, And I like that he said, hey, I've been watching you for weeks. I know what your process is. I can repeat it. So that was really interesting, actually, the way he was doing it. Now, I don't know, if he had continued. I don't know if he would have produced a decent, thing. And he was doing it alone, too, So, but, man, Victor, he tried. He did not want the two of them to, keep working. He wanted to get rid of them as best he could, but it just didn't work out for him. I do like Waltz, talking about, you need us. You need the two of us because, I like his arguments because they do all make sense, you need us. You can't just go with Victor, not just some short order cook who thinks he knows what he's doing. You need actual cooks, you need top chefs like the two of us, basically. So I like that. It did make sense, It made sense because you listen to Walt and it's like, yeah, he's actually right. And that's the thing. Gus, in this basically does have to admit that Walt is right, So, yeah, it was just very interesting to, kind of hear. But, yeah, it all made sense. And that is the problem. It made sense. So, Gus, and again, one of the most brilliant scenes of the entire show, kills Victor. Gus kills Victor, even shocking Mike, which is crazy, He even shocked Mike, which is so insane. And he was like, all right, so get back to work. It's like, yeah, you may still be working here, but you are working under, under him. You are now, the two of you are now in submission to him. So, man, that is crazy. That is so friggin' crazy. It's a brilliant scene that, even though it's admitting defeat, it's still amazing. So, I really did like that. I like that they brought back the acid to get rid of Victor's body. I thought that was actually very brilliant because, yeah, they brought that back from season 1, which that was the thing, was they tried, they were going to do that to the one guy, And then, you know, Walt was saying, like, oh, we need to get just, you know, specific, like, you know, plastic crates, or else, you know, it'll just dissolve right through. Jesse just put him into his bathtub, and that bathtub fell right through. It disintegrated. So that was really interesting, doing that. And then, oh my god, just seeing that vat, you know, with red and everything, and just seeing shit float around. It's like, there's Victor. There's Victor, and there he goes. He's gone. Like, Jesus. And then I wrote down Denny's. Denny's. This is kind of funny, but yeah. That was definitely a really interesting, like, follow-up scene that, yeah, actually, Walt is the one who's kind of more traumatized coming out of this. Jesse, I think, understands. Jesse, I think, he understands more than Walt. Where it's like, okay, well, we're all on the same page. You know, the two of us got out of there with our lives. We did win, but now, you know, it's work or you die, basically. And Jesse understands, like, yeah, Walt, it worked. You did secure our places as cooks. It's just not going to be good. You know, he says, like, yeah, I didn't kill you, but you're going to wish you were dead, you know? So that was a pretty great scene. I love that, too. And then the last thing I wrote down is the title of the episode, Box Cutter. Where, yep, Walt, holy Toledo, Walt, he's definitely in an interesting spot. He went through some shit. He's definitely gone through some shit now. But that was a hell of a premiere episode. I just loved it. And I'm very excited to get into Season 4. Curious to see where we are going with this. So, that is pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Breaking Bad reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.